The untold truth about money. What if I told you there's a secret equation to wealth creation, an equation that has the power to transform your financial life completely, starting from absolute scratch? Now, before you start picturing a mystical mathematical formula, let's clear the air about some widespread myths surrounding wealth creation. The first myth we need to debunk is that wealth creation is all about luck. Yes, luck can play a part, but it's not the key player in the game of wealth. The second myth is that you must inherit wealth to be wealthy. While it's true that some wealthy individuals have inherited their fortunes, this isn't the rule. There are countless self-made millionaires and billionaires who started from ground zero, proving that wealth isn't exclusively a birthright. The third myth is that a high-paying job is your ticket to wealth. Sure, a hefty paycheck can be part of the equation, but it's not the be-all and end-all. In fact, some of the wealthiest individuals have income streams that are not directly tied to a 9-to-5 job. So if wealth creation isn't primarily about luck, inheritance, or high-paying jobs, then what is it about? It's about a simple yet powerful equation. An equation that, once understood and applied, has the potential to take you from scraping pennies to building a fortune. This equation, rarely discussed in classrooms or office cubicles, is the hidden key to financial freedom. It's an equation that doesn't discriminate based on your background, education, or current financial status. Instead, it's an empowering formula that can be wielded by anyone with the determination and courage to challenge the status quo and take charge of their financial destiny. Are you intrigued? Excited, perhaps? Or maybe just a tad bit skeptical? All are perfectly natural reactions. After all, we're talking about an equation that promises to transform your financial life. Ready to uncover this secret equation? Buckle up because we're about to dive into the untold truth about money. Stay tuned till the end to discover the secret to wealth creation that's in your hands. The wealth-building equation is simple. Income plus investments minus liabilities equals wealth. Simple, right? But there's more to it than meets the eye. Let's start with the first part of the equation. Income. This is the money you earn on a regular basis. It could be from your 9-to-5 job, a side gig, or a small business you've started. The key element here is consistency. A steady stream of income provides the fuel for your wealth-building journey, but just having an income isn't enough. You know that old saying, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep. That's where the second part of the equation comes in. Investments. This is the money you put to work for you. Investments could be in the stock market, real estate, or any other venture that promises a return. The beauty of investments is that they can generate income even when you're not actively working. Imagine having little soldiers marching out every day to bring back more money. That's what investments can do for you. Now we come to the third part of the equation. Liabilities. These are the obligations that drain your wealth. They could be debts, loans, or even unnecessary expenses. Think of liabilities as holes in your money bag. No matter how much you earn or how much your investments bring in, if you have too many liabilities, your wealth will keep leaking out. So what's the secret to becoming wealthy? It's about maximizing your income, increasing your investments, and minimizing your liabilities. Seems straightforward, right? But here's the catch. It's not a one-time thing. It's a continuous process, a habit that needs to be ingrained. Think of it like maintaining a garden. You need to consistently water the plants, income, plant more seeds, investments, and weed out the garden, liabilities. And just like a garden doesn't bloom overnight, building wealth takes time. But with patience and persistence, the results can be astonishing. We often think of wealth as a destination, a point in time when we can sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. But the truth is, wealth is more of a journey. It's about the decisions we make every day, the habits we form, and the actions we take. And remember, wealth isn't just about having a lot of money. It's about having the freedom to live life on your own terms, to pursue your passions, and to make a positive impact on the world. So are you ready to start your wealth-building journey? It starts with understanding the wealth-building equation. Income plus investments minus liabilities equals wealth. It's not rocket science, but it does require commitment, discipline, and a willingness to learn. Understanding these three core components is the first step towards financial freedom. Income is not just your paycheck, it's a tool in your wealth-building arsenal. You see, when it comes to income, we often limit our thinking to the confines of our 9-to-5 job. But income is a broad spectrum, a palette of opportunities waiting to be explored. Let's start with the most familiar one. Active income. This is the money you earn when you trade your time and skills for cash. It's your paycheck, your hourly wage, your salary. It's the bread and butter for most of us, and there's nothing wrong with that. But wouldn't it be nice to have a little jam on that bread too? That's where other forms of income come into play. Next up, we have passive income. This is the money that keeps coming in even when you're not actively working. Imagine a stream of cash flowing into your bank account while you're sleeping, on vacation, or just lounging on your couch. Sounds dreamy, right? Well, it's not just a dream. It's a reality for those who invest in rental properties, write a best-selling book, or create a popular blog. The key here is to create or invest in something that continues to generate income without constant effort. It's like planting a tree. Once it's grown, it keeps giving you fruits year after year. Then we have portfolio income. This is the money you earn from investments, such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate. It's like playing a game of chess. You strategically move your assets around to maximize your returns. The beauty of portfolio income is that it can grow exponentially over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining size and speed with every turn. Now you might be thinking, that's great, but I can barely make ends meet with my paycheck. How can I even think about other forms of income? Well, remember the old adage, it takes money to make money? While it holds some truth, it's not the whole story. You can start small with what you have. Maybe it's a hobby you can monetize, a spare room you can rent out, or a small amount you can invest. The key is to start somewhere and keep building from there. Diversifying your income streams is not just about earning more money, it's about securing your financial future. It's like having several lifeboats instead of just one. If one income stream dries up, you have others to fall back on. It also opens up opportunities for you to invest more, save more, and ultimately grow your wealth more. So don't just rely on your paycheck. Explore other forms of income. Harness the power of passive and portfolio income. Diversify your income streams. Turn that trickle of cash into a roaring river. Remember, the more diverse your income, the more secure your financial future. Investments are your golden goose, but remember, not all that glitters is gold. Investments, in simple terms, are like seeds. You plant them, nurture them with care, and over time, they grow into mighty trees, bearing the fruits of your labor. But just like a gardener, you must choose your seeds wisely, for not all seeds turn into fruitful trees. Let's delve into some of the most popular investment avenues: stocks, bonds, real estate, and mutual funds. Picture each as a different breed of the golden goose, each with its unique characteristics and potential for laying golden eggs. Stocks are the wild stallions of the investment world. They're unpredictable, they can gallop ahead with astonishing speed, and at times they might throw you off. But if you manage to ride them well, the rewards can be significant. It's like owning a piece of a company, and as the company grows, so does your investment. Next, we have bonds. Think of bonds as the tortoise in the race. They might not move as fast as stocks, but they are steady. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending your money to an organization, be it the government or a corporation. In return, they promise to pay you back with interest over a fixed period. It's like having a golden goose that lays smaller but consistent golden eggs. Then there's real estate, a tangible asset that you can see and touch. Investing in real estate is akin to owning a farm where your golden goose resides. Over time, the value of this farm can increase, and in the meantime, it can also generate income through rent, a double whammy of sorts. And finally, we have mutual funds. If you're unsure about which goosey to bet on, mutual funds offer a basket of geese. A mutual fund pools money from many investors to invest in a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other assets. It's like owning a tiny piece of a large farm filled with different breeds of golden geese. Now, while these investment avenues can lay golden eggs, they are not without risks. The value of stocks and mutual funds can fluctuate, bonds can default, and real estate markets can slump. The golden goose might sometimes lay a regular egg, or worse, none at all. So how do you ensure your golden goose keeps laying those golden eggs? Well, it's all about balance and diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread out your investments across different assets. This way, even if one goose stops laying golden eggs, you have others to rely on. Moreover, do your homework. Understand the fundamentals of the investment. Be aware of the risks involved and only invest what you can afford to lose. Remember, the best gardener is not the one with the most seeds, but the one who knows where and when to plant them. Lastly, be patient. Investments are not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a long-term game. Your golden goose won't start laying golden eggs overnight. It takes time for investments to grow and yield returns, so sit back, relax, and let your money work for you. Investments, when done right, can be your ticket to financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial freedom is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's not about making a quick buck, but about building a sustainable wealth-building system. And your golden goose, your investments, play a crucial role in this journey. So choose wisely, diversify, and let time do its magic. Liabilities are the wealth eaters. They can make or break your financial future. Now that's a statement that can make anyone sit up and take notice. But what exactly are liabilities? Well, they are the obligations or debts that you owe. Whether it's your mortgage, car loan, or credit card bills, these are all liabilities that can deplete your wealth. Imagine your wealth as a giant, delicious cake. Each liability is like a hungry guest at the party, taking a slice out of your cake. If you invite too many guests, you might be left with just crumbs. That's why it's crucial to manage your liabilities effectively and ensure they don't eat up all your wealth. So how can you do that? First, you need to identify all your liabilities. Make a list, check it twice, and don't leave anything out, no matter how small. Once you've got a clear picture of what you owe, it's time to create a game plan. Think of this game plan as your defense strategy against these wealth eaters. One of the most effective strategies is to prioritize your liabilities. Pay off high-interest debts first. These are the most voracious wealth eaters and need to be dealt with promptly. Second, consider consolidating your debts. If you're juggling multiple credit cards or loans, it might make sense to combine them into a single payment with a lower interest rate. This can help reduce the amount you're paying in interest and make your debts more manageable. But remember, reducing liabilities isn't just about paying off debts. It's also about avoiding new ones. This might mean re-evaluating your spending habits. Do you really need that new gadget or designer outfit, or can that money be better used elsewhere? One of the ways to be mindful of your spending is by differentiating between wants and needs. Needs are essential for survival, like food and shelter, while wants are things that are nice to have but not necessary. By focusing more on needs and less on wants, you can reduce the chances of accumulating more liabilities. Another thing to keep in mind is that not all liabilities are bad. Some can actually help build wealth. For example, a mortgage can help you own a home, which can increase in value over time, or a student loan can fund an education that can lead to a higher-paying job. The key is to manage these good liabilities wisely and ensure they're contributing to your wealth, not eating it away. Let's not forget, managing liabilities is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your game plan as needed can help you stay on top of your liabilities and keep those wealth eaters at bay. In the end, remember this: managing liabilities is as essential as increasing income and making investments. So keep an eye on those wealth eaters and make sure they don't get the best of your financial cake. Now that we've understood the equation, it's time to put it into action. Let's start with the first component of our equation, income. Increasing your income is a crucial step in building wealth. You can do this in several ways, such as by asking for a raise, switching jobs for a higher salary, or even starting a side hustle. There's an old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and it applies here. Diversifying your income streams can provide you with a safety net, and more importantly, more money to put towards your wealth-building journey. You might think that a side hustle is too much work or that you don't have the skills. But think about the hobbies you enjoy. Can you turn them into a source of income? Maybe you're good at baking, or perhaps you're a whiz at web design. Whatever your passion, there's likely a way to monetize it. And remember, every little bit helps when you're building wealth from nothing. Now, let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle, investments. This is where your money works for you. Investments can come in many forms, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, or even starting your own business. The key here is to research and choose investments that align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Don't be afraid to seek advice from financial experts or use investment platforms that can guide you in this process. Remember, the goal is not to become a millionaire overnight, but to grow your wealth steadily over time. And here's a tip: start investing as early as possible. The power of compound interest is a mighty ally in your wealth-building journey. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and faster as it goes along. The sooner you start, the more time your investments have to grow. Let's not forget about the final component of our equation, liabilities. These are the wealth eaters, the expenses and debts that can hinder your journey to financial freedom. Reducing your liabilities is as crucial as increasing your income and making smart investments. Start by analyzing your spending habits. Are there unnecessary expenses you can cut back on? Maybe you can skip that daily expensive coffee, or perhaps you can opt for a cheaper phone plan. Remember, small savings can add up over time. Next, tackle your debts. Prioritize paying off high-interest debts first, as these can eat up a significant portion of your income. Consider strategies like debt consolidation or refinancing to manage your debts more effectively. Lastly, don't forget to build an emergency fund. This is a buffer that can protect you from unforeseen expenses or income loss. It's an essential part of your financial strategy, providing you with peace of mind and keeping you on track towards your wealth-building goals. Implementing the wealth-building equation in your life requires planning, discipline, and consistency. It's not about making drastic changes overnight, but about making small, manageable adjustments that add up over time. Keep track of your progress, adjust your strategies as needed, and stay motivated. Remember, the wealth-building equation is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term strategy for financial success. And with patience, perseverance, and the right approach, you can build wealth from nothing and achieve your financial dreams. Patience and persistence, the two P's that make the wealth-building equation work. Let's take a moment to talk about these two game-changing characteristics, shall we? They are the unsung heroes of wealth creation, the invisible threads weaving the tapestry of financial success. Without them, the wealth-building equation is just a string of numbers and symbols devoid of any real power. Consider the mighty oak tree. It starts from a humble acorn buried in the soil. Does it spring up into a full-grown tree overnight? Certainly not. It takes years, even decades, for it to reach its full height, its branches reaching out majestically towards the sky. This is patience in action, understanding that growth takes time and being willing to wait for nature to take its course. Similarly, wealth creation isn't an overnight process. It's not a lottery win or a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a journey, often a long one, that requires a steady hand and a patient mind. It demands the willingness to wait, to let your investments grow, to let your income compound, to let your wealth build bit by bit, day by day. Now, let's turn our attention to persistence. Let's imagine a river carving its way through a mountain. Does the river stop when it meets a rock? Does it turn back? No. It keeps flowing, keeps pushing, keeps eroding the rock, day after day, year after year, and one day the rock gives way and the river flows through triumphant. This is persistence, the unyielding spirit that refuses to back down in the face of adversity. Wealth creation, too, demands this kind of tenacity. There will be obstacles along the way, market crashes, financial setbacks, unexpected expenses. But like the persistent river, you need to keep moving forward, keep investing, keep saving, keep working on your wealth-building goals. You need to believe in your financial plan, stick to it, and keep pushing ahead no matter what. Think of patience and persistence as the fuel that drives the wealth-building engine. Without them, the engine sputters and dies. But with them, it roars to life and propels you towards your financial goals. So remember, when you're working on your wealth-building equation, don't forget to factor in these two P's. They might not be visible in the equation itself, but they're the secret sauce that makes the equation work. In short, patience is about understanding that wealth creation is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about being willing to wait for your investments to bear fruit, for your wealth to grow. Persistence, on the other hand, is about not giving up when the going gets tough. It's about staying the course, sticking to your financial plan, and keeping your eyes on the prize. With patience and persistence, you're well on your way to achieving financial freedom. So what's the untold truth about money? It's the power of the wealth-building equation. We've journeyed through the intricacies of this equation, and now it's time to bring it all together. We began by unveiling the wealth-building equation. It's not a cryptic code or a complex algorithm, but a simple formula that everyone can use. Income plus investments minus liabilities equals wealth. Let's revisit the components. Income, it's more than just a paycheck. It's a tool, a resource that allows you to create a foundation for your wealth. And it's not just about how much you earn, but how you manage it. Frugality, budgeting, and smart spending are all part of the equation. Next, we explored investments, the golden goose of the equation. Here's where your money works for you, multiplying in ways a simple paycheck can't. Stocks, bonds, real estate, or even a side hustle, all are potential avenues of investment. The key is to start small, learn as you go, and always diversify. Then we tackled liabilities, those pesky wealth eaters. Whether it's a high-interest credit card, a luxury car depreciating in value, or a mortgage that's beyond your means, liabilities can quickly erode your wealth. The trick is to minimize them, manage them, and where possible, eliminate them. We also discussed the power of patience and persistence. Wealth building doesn't happen overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and it's the steady, relentless pursuit of this equation that will eventually lead you to financial freedom. So there you have it, the untold truth about money demystified and laid bare. The wealth-building equation is a roadmap to financial success, a guide to building wealth from nothing. It's not about being born with a silver spoon, it's about making your own silver spoon. Remember, the secret to wealth creation is not a well-guarded secret. It's a simple equation. Income plus investments minus liabilities equals wealth. And now it's in your hands. That's it for today's video on the wealth-building equation. We hope you found it enlightening and empowering. But remember, this is just the beginning of your journey to financial freedom. We'd love to hear from you. What did you find most helpful about today's video? What would you like us to delve into next? Perhaps there's a specific investment avenue you're curious about, or maybe you'd like tips on how to better manage your income. Whatever it may be, drop us a comment below and we'll do our best to cover it in our future videos. If you found this video helpful, do us a favor and hit that like button. It helps us understand what kind of content you appreciate and want more of. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more wealth-building wisdom. Remember, your journey to financial freedom starts here. Like, subscribe, and let us know what you want to learn next. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.